it's Coach Tom Ferry. Welcome to Life by Design, your place online for ideas, inspiration, and how to stay in that right action. This is my last video. Actually, it's my last video in my 30s. On Wednesday, I'm turning 40. Yes! Kind of fired up about it. By the way, do you get fired up about those kind of things? Some people say there's something about a zero at the end of your next birthday that freaks a lot of people out. Personally, I'm pretty fired up about the next 10 years, and I hope you are too. So this is not my last video. Matter of fact, I'm going to touch on a subject today. A few weeks ago on Facebook, I asked this question. I said, tell me the 4 to 6 things that just drive you nuts about this business. And when I was speaking to my real estate community, here's the stuff I got back. I mean, literally hundreds of comments, and most people, most of the group, it came down to this. Dealing with buyers, a lack of loyalty, a lack of trust, like you just never really make it happen, and these buyers are jumping out on you left and right, dealing with other agents, and never really making that connection with you. So I thought what I would do this weekend is I'd spend some time working for a bunch of my personal clients who want to do the same about how to go deeper, how to connect at an even higher level. So I put together a sample dialogue. You'll see it somewhere on this video. It's attached right there on my website. So if you'd like to use it, you're more than welcome. But here was my thought. My thinking is the reason we've got all this distrust is we're not slowing down and taking the time to really connect with people. We're spending too much time focusing on what we do and what we think or our hallucination about the market. We keep saying things like, I think, which by the way you should never say, because experts don't think. Experts know the solution required to help people achieve their goals. So here's a little dialogue. You're going to see it right there. I just wrote it over the weekend. Test it out in the next couple of days with your next buyer and go deep, create loyalty, create the connection, create the relationship you want that isn't just going to help you make the next sale, but instead could get you a partner, someone that's going to refer you business for the lifetime of your career. So I'm going to read back and forth on the script. I put down first a little buyer hook, a way to capture them at an open house or maybe just in your dialogue. So, buying the right home can be very challenging these days. How's that working for you? By the way, challenging, we all know it is. How's it working for you? We wanted to open up. We know it's easier to access people through pain and their frustration than it is to talk about the good stuff. Second question, most agents don't have a plan for buyers. They just show them homes, and it can be rather frustrating, right? Little hook, little tie down. Question number 3, we have a 5-point strategy to assist you in identifying the right home in the right location, for the right terms, and at the right price. Is this something you'd be interested in hearing more about? Bam, got him, got an appointment. Potentially. Now you might have something better to say. This is just my sample. Then I've got, 17 probing questions to dig deep and find out what's going on. And again, you got the link right here, so don't worry about writing them down. Just download the script. Here were some of the questions I put down. Tell me about yourselves. Just tell me about you. Just open up. Let them just talk. And every one of these questions could always have at the end of it, tell me more. Tell me more about that. I think the more data you have, the more information you have, the more they open up, the more you create that connection. Question number 2, what are the reasons for making the move? Right? Good question. Number 3, how long have you guys been looking for homes? Number 4, how's it going so far? Number 5, tell me what hasn't worked for you in the home buying process. What hasn't worked for you in the home buying process? Love that question. Number 6, have you seen anything you really liked or written offers on? Again, probe, find out more. Number 7, tell me about the ideal home. And this is where you got to go through bedrooms, baths, and everything, location, you name it, the whole 9 yards. You know how to do that. Number 8, what's important to you about the location or community that you choose to live in? Again, finding out, why are they making the move? Is it kids? Is it lifestyle? Is it away? Is it empty nesting? Is it condo? You know the deal. Number 9, what's most important to you in buying a new home? Think about that question. Anytime you start with what's most important to you, what you're doing is you're eliciting values. You're finding out what's important to them beyond just shelter. You want to know what are the real values, the real hooks, the real motivation that are going to cause them to make that decision. Number 10, I want to ask, and how is that important to you? Once I get their values, how is that important to you? Number 11, and how about the agent you choose to represent you? What's most important about that? Is that a big question? Not many agents are asking that question, like what's most important to you in the agent that's going to represent you? What do you expect from me? What do you want from me? What are your values around this kind of relationship? Number 12, what's your timing and how soon would you like to be in your new home? Kind of an important one, but notice it's not till number 12 that we're getting into this. Number 13, what's your plan B in case this doesn't work out? You know, we both know sometimes when you talk people out of doing something, it's better than trying to talk them in, because it's going to force them to jump through a few more hoops to let you know, no, we have got to buy a house. There is no option B. And we want to hear that. We want to know. And of course, number 14, what price range are you looking in? Look, we're finally getting to price ins number 14. Number 15, have you met with a lender and what have they told you? Basic question we all ask. Number 16, is there anyone else involved in the home buying process? Is there anyone else involved in the home buying process to find out who else is going to decide and how they're going to decide? And then number 17, I wrote down, I've asked you so many questions. Do you have any questions you'd like to ask? See, I believe by asking more questions, by spending the time to engage with your customers, you're going to dig deeper, build greater relationships, and ultimately make the buying process easier. At the end of the day, your strategy matters, right? Your strategy matters, yes. And we both know your passion rules. Knowing what to say is the right strategy. I hope you found this information valuable. Download the scripts and dialogues, use them, and then send me an email, Facebook or otherwise, and let me know what kind of response you got by spending the time to go a little bit deeper and really connect with your customers. Have a great Monday, and I'll look forward to talking to you when I'm 40. See you soon.